We made it to La Paz, and my love is gonna take me out to dinner tonight. Had a lovely dinner on the beach, and then first thing in the morning we found that we had some friends in town. It was so great running into Jean and Cody on Alita Fox. I joined them in town for a quick trip to the farmer's market and stocked up on some goodies while Chris remained on the boat and waited for Alex to come by. We were very anxious to get Alex on our boat and find out what was going on. Just a little recap here. When we first installed the generator, we turned everything on, air conditioning units, refrigeration, charging batteries. We ran everything and everything worked beautifully. And then at some point, we could not run refrigeration on the generator anymore. It would stall out the inverter charger. It was an overload. Constantly an overload. And then we thought, well, we'll try to run the air conditioning and see if it'll run the air conditioning. And it wouldn't run the air conditioning anymore either. So anyway, we were anxious to get Alex on board, and he finally did arrive. He spent a couple of days on our boat. He checked all of our systems. He updated some software for us. And in the end, if we were understanding him correctly, the refrigeration was sending high power spikes to the inverter charger, and it basically went into a safe mode when the batteries were getting too hot because the inverter charger was being pushed with so much power. Because of the inverter charger being in the safe mode, it couldn't run anything with high power like the air conditioning units. So thank goodness there's nothing wrong with anything in our systems. Everything works great. He got it out of the safe mode. But through his research, he found out that basically our refrigeration is kaput. Those are his words. Kaput. Broken. Not fixable. Do not waste another dollar on this refrigeration. To be honest with you, it was a relief. It was such a relief. It sounds really strange to hear that your refrigeration is kaput and I'm feeling relief, but it was like this massive weight was lifted. We have dealt with refrigeration problems since the beginning of purchasing our boat, and now it's done. It's broken and there's nothing we can do about it but replace it. And that brought a huge relief for me. So anyway, we've decided to remove the freezer in the pantry / laundry room and replace it with a modern 110 household refrigerator. Ready for this?
Nope. Not looking forward to it at all.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe.
I guess that's what we do here. Yikes! I had no idea this was gonna be that heavy. Holy mackerel! This thing's 50 pounds.
Really? You're gonna lift it up to me. Okay.
Yeah, one more to go.
All right. You're getting there, babe. Good job.
Well, this is so hard to cut this out. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but
You always figure it out. Woohoo! Oh, baby! I was excited. I was actually really excited. To have something that you just plug into a wall and it runs off your batteries is phenomenal. I know that a household refrigerator will not last nearly as long as a marine refrigerator, but it's about 1/10 of the cost, and if it breaks, you throw it in the trash can and you replace it with another couple $100 unit. It's so much easier to deal with than a marine refrigerator. So anyway, with that said, we are back up and running. Our inverter charger is running beautifully. Our generator is running beautifully. We're super stoked. Thank you, Alex, for coming out on our boat, for being available to us when your schedule is super busy. We really appreciate your help, and we're very happy to be back up and running. And to Jean and Cody, thank you so much for all of your help. We really appreciate you, Jean, taking us into town and helping us get a refrigerator. We have a refrigerator. I'm so excited. $260. Not bad. We are grateful that you speak fluent Spanish so that you could help us pick out that refrigerator and get it loaded up, get it back to our boat. We really appreciate all of your help. Okay, so I got a new refrigerator. Super, super stoked. And we got some groceries. And we're gonna just leave La Paz. We're headed for Falsa with Alita Fox, Jean and Cody. So that'll be fun. Which is only just like 7 nautical miles from here. It'll take us about an hour to get there. And relax a little bit. Dolphins.
Yeah, we're stuck in the muck again. We're not pointing into the wind at all.
It is a beautiful morning. We did survive the night. We're still sitting on the bottom. We got another couple hours before we're finally at high tide and we can move our boat. Thankfully, those are not rocks. It's just dirty sand, moss. We spent the evening with Alita Fox and one other boat, and that's it.
So it's 6.5 feet deep.
6.5 feet deep total, not below the keel, just 6.5 feet. Good grief. Which, and our keel is about 6.5 feet.
Yeah, well, that's why it's 6.5 feet, because we're on the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
I hope the rudders don't play.
I am so excited to have this refrigerator. I cannot tell you how excited I am. This is a huge improvement to Blue Pearl. We have spent over $4,000 the last 2+ years on this boat trying to get this refrigeration to work. And for about $270, I got a refrigerator and a little freezer. Holds everything I need. All my food and a little freezer. I'm so excited. It's perfect. It even has this cute little water dispenser. It doesn't plumb directly, but you just fill the tank inside and voila, cold water, which is perfect on these very hot days. And it's 110. It's so easy. You just plug it in to a wall socket and you're done. I am so excited. And we've converted the old refrigerator into a pantry. Awesome. And of course, I still have this freezer right here. We are totally covered on refrigeration, and I don't foresee any issues in the near future. Yes! Woohoo! Now off to enjoy dinner on the beach with Cody and Jean. Got some weather coming in. It's gonna get worse the next 2 days. Nothing we're not used to. All good?
Yeah, I'm not sure what else we can do.
Okay, we're ready. We made it to La Paz. We got our final provisions, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get some fuel, and we'll be out of here. Head back north towards Laredo. We got Sam, Chris's brother's coming to visit us, and we're looking forward to it. Hopefully this ride isn't too bumpy. We're still in Falsa, so we have about 7 miles dinghy ride. We have a long dinghy ride.
We've got a long bumpy ride before we get home. The beer's gonna be fizzy and shook up, I'm sure of it.
It'll be okay. We'll be fine. All right, here we go. We're on the move again. We're heading towards La Paz to get some fuel, and then we're northbound. Woohoo!
Yeah, we're not gonna fill it up, but we're gonna put 300 gallons in. And it'll be about half full.
And we've used a lot of fuel since, where were we? La Cruz.
The cruise, we put $1,600 in
And
the cruise.
pretty much all we did from La Cruz all the way here up and down Bahia has been motoring because there's not been any wind. But now we've got some wind. We've had wind all week, and it looks like we might have some fair winds as we head north. So that'll be fantastic. We finally get to do some sailing.
The wind is in our favor for a change, instead of right on the nose, which is typical for us.
Yeah. All right, fuel dock, here we come. I don't mean to sound dramatic, but disaster has struck. But we're okay, and the boat is okay, and it will be okay. I'm shaking.
Yeah, I see that. Just take it easy, it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Just need to put the steering back together. I've done it 4 times already.
Why? Why do we have to keep doing this? We were pulling into the fuel dock. It was perfect. I mean, it was setting in beautifully. The wind was pushing us directly straight to the dock. It was perfect until the gas attendant said, nope, you can't be here. We got somebody else coming in. It was like, what? Oh my gosh. Anyway, Chris is trying to make some maneuvers. The wind is completely pushing our boat into the dock. Chris is trying to make some maneuvers, and bam, we've lost steering. Oh my gosh.
This is off the sprocket. So I got to the end, you know, and then I went some more.
And it just
Just popped off. I felt it pop off.
Well, I wonder if it happened because we hit bottom. And it's pushing on the rudder. Anyway, we have no steering. There's nowhere we can go. And he's trying to tell us to leave, and we're trying to tell him we have no steering, and he finally gets the hint. Now we're drifting backwards towards the other boats before the other guy would grab a line. And anyway, we're tied off, we're all safe. My heart is still racing. I'm very jittery. At first glance, it looks like the cable has just popped over the thingamajig, and we'll just put it back on and we'll be on our way after we get some fuel. Upon further inspection, the cable has been snapped in half. In half. Shredded.
Here's the other end. Here.
Unbelievable. I cannot believe this happened just as we were pulling in to the fuel dock.
Well, yeah, God had our back today, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big time. Oh my gosh.
It's not even touching. It must have dropped. The war spot right there. Can't see it very good, but I can feel it. It came off and got underneath. It got between that and here.
And then when you...
And then I just broke the final thread when I cranked the wheel too hard.
We have a call into Dawn Rigging, and bless them, they're going to try to get out here today to have a look, but they're not sure that there's any cable available for our boat. So this could be very interesting. Anyway, Chris is going to go check the dock here to see if we can stay, because if we can't, I don't know what we will do. But anyway, okay, we're fine. The boat is fine for now. And Dawn Rigging, hopefully, will be heading this way soon. Unfortunately, we won't be heading north today.
Here, just this section with the 3/16. And
So it is 10 minutes till 5 p.m. Dawn Rigging got here about 20 minutes ago, and they were told as they were walking in that we had till 5:30 to get off their dock. We've told them multiple times we have no steering. They've offered no help, but they need us to get off their dock. with no steering. So, yeah. Anyway, they're gonna fix it for us right now. They're gonna work as fast as they can to get us off the dock at 5:30. We had parts on our boat. It's not a perfect match, but it's gonna get us by no problem until we can get back to the States and buy the cabling, because there is not a stitch of cabling that we need in La Paz or nearby. So we're gonna have to order it and send it somewhere. And oh my gosh, I'm kind of disappointed. I have to say, I'm disappointed the way we've been treated here, and I don't really talk about that much here in Mexico. There's been some incidences, but for the majority, it's been phenomenal. And this isn't very nice. I'm gonna say it. It's just not very nice. We're here at the Costa Baja fuel dock outside of La Paz, and I don't know. They were put out. They were put out that we lost steering right as we were approaching their dock. And I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about it. We're doing everything we can. And Luis, Dawn Rigging, they worked their other jobs as quickly as they could so they could get here and try and fix us up. But I really don't know what else we could do. I mean, I just don't even know. Okay, so I take part of what I just said back. These guys, I don't know who, Mr. Bossman, has agreed to let us stay tonight. Thank God. So now we don't have to go anywhere. They would be very happy if we could be out of here before 7 a.m., which is not a problem because that's when the dock opens and they've got some reservations. This dock is a very popular place, and we'll be happy to move on first thing in the morning. We're super grateful to have a place to stay tonight. So thank you very, very much.
Okay, so what happened was we anchored in too shallow water. Then the tide went out, and then the wind shifted 180 degrees and pushed us towards the shore. So we ended up touching bottom with the rudder, which shoved the rudder post up, and in turn made the quadrant connection slip down on the rudder post. Then when we sailed off into the wild blue yonder, the rudder came down, the quadrant connection dropped with it, and now the cables weren't aligned. So the cable came off the quadrant and got caught between a structural steel angle and the quadrant, which cut it in half. So it's our fault. We did it. We anchored in too shallow water and didn't pay attention to the tides and the wind. So it's not any fault of the boats. We did this.
It's about 6 a.m. We promised these guys would be out of here by 7, so we're preparing to take off. But we got high wind pushing us into the dock. We have hardly any room up at the front of the bow to make a very sharp turn left to get out of here. This is gonna be interesting. We gotta get around that buoy over there. Whew. Woo, we did it. If anyone can do it, it's my husband.
Never buy a boat without a bow thruster.
Never buy a boat without a bow thruster. Amen. Sayonara. Thank you for everything. We did it. We're out of here. Yes, and not a scratch on the boat. Thanks to my captain. Yep, that's a bonito. Toss him back. To all of you fishermen out there, if you could tell us what we were doing wrong and why we're always catching bonito. We do not like bonito. We do not want any more bonito. Anyway, we use lots of different lures and we still catch the same fish over and over and over and over again. So, yeah, a little help, guidance, whatever, any input you could give us, that'd be great. Thank you. Well, we did it. We managed to sail the entire way from La Paz, or Costa Baja, fuel dock to San Francisco. That's about almost 40 nautical miles that we sailed today, which was just fantastic. We went between 3 and just over 7 knots the entire day, off and on. A little pick up the wind, would die down a little bit, pick back up. Anyway, awesome, successful day. Caught a couple fish, threw them back in. Unfortunately, they were bonito. I don't know why we always seem to catch bonito. It was a great day. Relaxing, beautiful. It was
Warm
just
sunshine.
so,
Following season, warm sunshine. It don't get much better than this.
yeah, beautiful.